Welcome, class, to my garden. The name of my garden is the Photosynthesis Garden. My garden has a beautiful, beautiful range of flowers. But lately, my garden has had a big problem. All the plants are looking really sad, and all the flowers are looking just as sad as the plants. They forgot how to use their resources to get food. I can't believe they forgot how to do this. But that's okay. We need your help. Let's learn about the plant's process to get food, which is also known as photosynthesis. First, we're going to need a few things. First, we'll need some light. And by light, I mostly mean sunlight. We also need some water, like these that are coming from this rain cloud. We also need soil to capture in that water and the nutrients. We also need carbon dioxide, which comes from the air, and leaves that capture all of these types of things and is where photosynthesis takes place. So here is a plant. First, we need the sun's light, and the chloroplast in those leaves, the one leaf that I circled in particular, is capturing that. Then it will rain. Of course, it doesn't rain all the time, but the soil captures in that moisture and all that water. The water goes up and is drinking from a straw. Just kidding, not a real straw, just this. It's called a xylem. It's inside of the stem. These leaves also use carbon dioxide. Their pores capture that carbon dioxide in order to have photosynthesis take place. But let's really think about this. Why are we even trying to save this garden in the first place? Why do we even need plants and flowers? Well, for instance, when people like you and me eat food, we create a lot of waste, which in other words can be known as garbage. That garbage is not exactly what plants have, but they do have waste. After they eat, their waste is oxygen. And do you know what we use oxygen for? Well, people like you and me use oxygen to breathe. So we need plants. Now we're going to listen to a song. This photosynthesis song is very catchy, and we're going to sing it to the garden so that they remember, as well as us, how the process of photosynthesis works. Now don't forget, listen to the words of the song, but also focus on the picture and some of the movements within the picture. Let's start.
If you want to know how a plant grows, it takes water, air and sunlight and makes cellulose. Every plant can do this fundamental process, and we can call this photosynthesis. Unlike me and you, plants need CO2, and they make oxygen that stops us turning blue. Every plant can do this fundamental process, and we can call this photosynthesis. It's a miracle how all the chlorophyll captures sunlight in the leaves of the plants and the trees. A plant of any size can do it if it tries, but we're not green, so we can't photosynthesize. Every plant can do this fundamental process, and we can call this photosynthesis. It's a miracle how all the chlorophyll sunlight in the leaves of the plants and the trees. Every plant can do this fundamental process, and we can call this photosynthesis. Every plant can do this fundamental process, and we can call this photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
Wow, that was great! I'm so glad that you helped me sing that song. Now we can memorize it and sing it over and over to our garden. Look how happy the plants are in my garden. They're dancing to the song. But are we only helping the garden and the plants in it? No way! We're helping so many things. We're also helping ourselves because the plants create oxygen for us to breathe. We are helping the insects that eat some of the materials in the garden. We're also helping the mice who eat the insects, who eat the things in the garden. And we're also helping the owls who eat the mice, who eat the insects, who eat the things in the garden. And this cycle goes on forever and ever in the large ecosystem. I'm so glad that you could help me save my garden. Now my plants are so happy, and we affected so many different organisms. See you next time, class.